getting ready to kick it away. Patterson will test the coverage. And they're all over him at the 18-yard line. The offense is led by one of the most dynamic quarterbacks in the NFL, Teddy Bridgewater out of Louisville.
Yeah, Teddy Bridgewater, he is super cool. There's no doubt about it. When you watch him play, there's just a calmness to him. It exudes, and all of his teammates can feel it. He had a terrific first year in the NFL in 2014. Let's see how the future goes for him.
The Rams defense now is going to go nickel. First down at the 18. Looking to go deep. Nice pass.
Nothing like a receiver who can just put his head down and go after the football. That's what he did that time. Nice throw by the quarterback. Watch the receiver at the last second, looks up and makes the catch.
First down at the 45. An open lane. Bridgewater's marked down at the 19. This next snap will take place at the 19. The Rams will come out in the dime. First and 10. Ball is out.
Good job by the offense getting the first down in the red zone. Now it becomes tricky. Can you deceive the defense where you get a chance to get a score? Now he's going to change the play and look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
Bridgewater's on the move. Okay, Phil, as we take a look at the offense, of course, Adrian Peterson will be the player to watch in this one.
Yeah, you got to watch him. He'll run you over. He'll run around you. This guy, hey, Jim, one of the best in the NFL.
Second and goal from the 3. Makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown.
Nice throw.
We have a review coming from the booth.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So they went to the booth to see if it was a touchdown, and the refs have decided, yes, indeed, it's official now. Bridgewater's taking off. Aaron Donald with the sack. They will not find a way into the end zone, so they'll only get 6 points out of the trip.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Grabbing the face mask. We see it almost once a week, and here it happens again.
Well, a lot of times these defenders, I'll give them a little slack because they're running so fast. They're trying to tackle some tremendous athletes in open space, and sometimes accidentally you're going to grab the face mask.
And it's knocked down.
Nice job by the defense that time, stopping a 2-point conversion. It is so tough from the 2-yard line. So many things to think about on the defensive side, but they were ready that time.
The Vikings ready to boot the football down the field. And now Cunningham. And the tackle is made right around the 26-yard line. Coming onto the field at quarterback is who came into the league drafted by the Eagles, was later traded to the Rams.
Well, we've talked about Nick Foles before. Really good athlete, excellent basketball player, and he just as calm as any quarterback you'll see in the NFL. No matter what the situation, he remains calm and just tries to get the job done.
First down at the 26. Down the field, and he knocks the ball out of his hands. Here's the offensive line. And for this team, they are the lifeblood of the offense. When they're blocking well, this team can do some serious damage. Second down following that incompletion.
Every defense is looking for somebody to hit the quarterback, and the best person to do it is the defensive end. What a good job that time by him.
This is third down. The Rams will set up. The 36 is the first down line. Going deep. And that's going to be a 3-and-out.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit there, don't you, Jim? They are all over the receivers, all over the field, nowhere to throw it, and it just results in an incompletion.
Sherrills from the 27. That returns good for about 22.
The Vikings love this type of play. Of course, everybody would. When you get a good punt return, that's what you want. And, of course, it helps when you have an explosive punt returner back there.
This will take all the leg strength he can muster. And it's a fake. Makes the catch in the open field.
Oh, my gosh, what a well-executed and designed play that time by the field goal unit. They caught the defense completely by surprise.
The line of scrimmage, the 27. First and 10. Stands in the pocket. Almost intercepted that time. Taking a look at this defensive lineup. He's been flying around the field since coming out of Ohio State in 2009. James Laurinaitis.
You said it right. He can fly around the field. He looks the part of the middle linebacker, and he can sure act the part too, can he? He can.
Donald takes down the quarterback.
Well, we know one thing. If you're a defensive tackle, you got power, and it was on display that time. Wonderful job by the big fella, busting through there and getting the sack on the QB.
The Vikings step up to the line, employing now their jumbo package. The Vikings from the 37. Airing it out. He rips it right out of the wide receiver's hands.
Well, sometimes when you have a talented receiver, you just got to put up with plays like that. He might drop a few, but when he does catch it, it can make a big play.
And it's a fake. They're running a fake. The pass is incomplete. There was no one open.
Well, I love seeing plays like this, a fake punt when you throw the football and it doesn't work. Hey, it's easy to do these things in practice, but when you got to do it in the game, you can feel the pressure, you get tight, and sometimes you just cannot execute the play.
The Rams from the 37. And it's caught by Jared Cook. That's his first reception today.
Rams did a good job that time, throwing a pass on first down and picked up some nice yards. Now, second and short, really puts the defense in a tough position.
After that grab, it's now second down and 2. Foles takes a look now from under center. The old counter play. He's brought to a halt.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the box very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a first down. That's nice.
First down and 10. Mason's got it on the handoff. In the end, it picks up only a yard. One player who will make his presence felt today on that defense is Sharif Floyd.
Out of the University of Florida, he keeps getting better and better. He's very athletic, can really run for a defensive lineman, and he's going to be outstanding this year.
Second down and 9. Here's the handoff and no running. Met by Barr that time.
The Rams, they can do it all. Once they get in the red zone, they have the passes, the screens. They can throw it down to the back of the end zone. And how about that play? They can run the football right at you if they want to. And that time they picked up some good yards on that run.
Bowles is back in shotgun formation. The ball is out. And Austin is brought down.
What a big break the offense gets here. They fumble the football when they're inside their opponent's 20-yard line. They're going in to score, and somehow they come up with a fumble. Good job.
Should be an easy one here. One quarter down, and the defenses have set the tone in this low-scoring affair. We'll be back in a moment. Back here in the second quarter, defense ruled the first. And what are we going to see here, you think, in the second quarter, Phil?
Well, I think the first thing they got to do, Jim, is just believe in what they did all week long and preparing for the game. All the practices, all the film sessions, and just know sometimes it takes more than one quarter to get the answer. So stay with the game plan and see if you can find a way to make it work. That was a good hold, good kick, 3 points. Good job by the offense.
The Vikings are ready to return the kickoff. And now Patterson. The Rams defense was in danger of giving up points on that last series, Phil, but they came up with the big fourth down stop.
Let's be honest, Jim. That was just one bad call by the offense. What were they thinking? Man, that's where the press is going to get all over you when this game's over.
He's got a little bit of daylight here. Bridgewater's marked down at the 41.
He is a good runner with the football, not like most quarterbacks in the National Football League. They designed runs for him just to do it as a running back.
Peterson lines up in the backfield. Going for the deep ball. Wow, what a catch. Third catch today so far.
You throw it deep for a lot of reasons. One, you're hoping for the big play, maybe a touchdown, but also you got to think about interference. You can get that a lot of times, but that was a nice throw and catch.
This play set up by the long gainer. Makes the catch. Touchdown.
What a throw by the quarterback for a touchdown. It was just really nice. He threw it beautifully, right on target. Touchdown.
That hurts. The two-point try is denied. The Vikings now ready to kick the football down the field. Austin will test the coverage. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. And Todd Gurley runs onto the field. There are a few of their players you can point to who haven't performed up to snuff today, but he isn't one of them.
Yeah, running the football real well. I like what they're doing. They're going inside, outside. There's some power. There's finesse. And, you know, they're keeping the defense off balance with their run game.
And the pass is thrown away. Defense now signaling for a timeout. 2nd and 10 coming up. The Rams from the 22. Everson Griffin with the sack.
There's a couple ways to get to the quarterback. Run over the tackle or run around him. It doesn't matter as long as you get the sack.
Foles is going to take it from the gun. Intercepted.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled. Being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
The Vikings coming back onto the field on offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it.
Listen, momentum is on their side. When you have that going for you, keep the defense guessing at what you're going to do. So I think it's very important to stay aggressive in this situation. Sometimes when you have a player with this kind of talent, you're willing to put up with a few drop passes because when he catches it, he has a chance of going all the way.
The Rams with a nickel look here on defense. 2nd and 10. Bridgewater's on the move. Hayes hunts him down and makes him pay.
This might not be nice to say, but every once in a while it's kind of fun to watch the quarterback get sacked like that. Good job by the defensive end.
The Vikings need to get to the 35 to pick up a first. Going for the home run. He reaches up and grabs it.
Good job by the defense. Staying in the right spots. They give up the short pass. They make the tackle. And now we have 4th down coming up.
They're in punting formation. The fake is on, and they're looking to pick up the first. Pass is intercepted.
Well, anytime you run a fake punt and you let somebody throw the football besides the quarterback, even though the play is there and everybody's wide open, you still have a chance of not making it work. Why? Because the guy throwing it is not an NFL quarterback.
And gains maybe 4.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short game.
And it'll be 2nd down and 6 after the running play on 1st down. Looking long. Grabs it with one hand. Halftime is coming up, but first we reach the 2-minute warning.
Well, anytime you're in the red zone, you want to punch it in and get that touchdown. If they do that, look, they're still going to be behind, but it gives them confidence moving forward.
But the hit knocks the ball out.
Austin is one of those guys. If he drops a pass or makes a mistake on the field, he doesn't make excuses. He knows no matter what the circumstances are, if you get your hands on the football as a receiver in the NFL, everybody expects you to make the catch.
2nd and goal from the 6. The defense gets the sack.
That's an excellent job by the defense. Just gets quick penetration in there. hits the quarterback and gets the sack. That clock keeps moving. What a job by the defense in this situation.
Bowles standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Catches the ball on the sideline, but does not get both feet down. We have a review coming from the booth. There's no question he caught the ball, but there is a question whether or not he got both feet in bounds.
Well, first off, you want to make sure it's a clean catch on the sidelines. Does he have possession of the football? And then once you declare he has possession of the football, let's look down at both feet, see if they're in bounds, and don't forget, you must maintain possession of the football as you go to the ground.
Inside of 2 minutes, so that review came from upstairs. They're just doing their due diligence. That play on the field will stand. It was the right call in the first place.
Yeah, it was the right call, but you know what, too? Now it answers the question to the coaches, to all the people watching the game at home, and the fans in the stadium. The right call was made on the field.
The kick is good.
Well, you come out there on the field as a defense. The offense has great field position. You've got to give them something different. The defense did. They stopped them, and they gave up the field goal.
Patterson's got it on the return. Shakes off the hit. Ducks out of bounds. That return's good for about 35. Bridgewater's heading back onto the field now. What a game he's had so far. Making a lot of things happen out there, Phil.
Yeah, he's a good player. We know that. Boy, the offensive coordinator's done a good job highlighting his strengths. And when you do that, you expect success from your quarterback, and that's what they've got.
He caught it. The Vikings decide to take a timeout here, leaving them with only one. Just a yard away from pay dirt. First and goal from the 1. Bridgewater's running away from the pressure. Donald gets to the quarterback and makes the tackle.
Not a good job by the quarterback that time. Inside of 2 minutes in the first half, you got to get rid of the football. If nobody's open, just throw it away. That time, he loses yards by taking the sack.
Down the field.
When you get third and goal, a lot of times it just comes down to who's willing to fight the hardest. We'll find out here in a second.
The Rams lined up in the nickel. The Vikings snap it at the 36. Fights through contact. William Hayes chases him down.
You got to be quick and decisive when you're down near the goal line and you're throwing the pass as a quarterback. That time he was not, and he takes a huge sack.
The Vikings signal for the timeout, and they have none remaining. Going for it on fourth down. The Vikings have it at the 44. Wants to go deep. Intercepted. That brings the play to an end.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
The Rams step back onto the field on offense. Their last possession resulted in a field goal.
Well, I know this. It was good defense on the other side. That's what made them kick that field goal. So the defense is feeling good about the fact that they stopped that momentum by the offense and made them kick that field goal.
Neither offense able to pull away in a first half that saw two defenses matching each other step for step. Larry Ridley coming up next to break down this first half.
Thanks, Jim, and welcome to the EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get to it. The Vikings are happy to be in front, and they'll look to play another solid half of football. The Rams haven't played horribly, but will need to improve if they want to win this one. All right, let's do it. Here's a look at the first half highlights. Vikings line up at the 3. Here we get a quick pass and completion, and after the short pass, he'll score. They go up by 6. Vikings have it early in the second. The catch will be made deep down the field, and he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to the 12-yard line. Same drive, pass into the end zone here, and a quick 3-play drive ends with a score. That takes the lead up to 9. 4th down from the 44. Under pressure here, and the pass is picked off. Rams will come away with the football.
Austin's going to test the coverage this time. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. The Rams offense trots out onto the field, looking to get into the end zone and see if they can turn the tide in this one, partner.
Well, the fact that they are losing this game so far, the sense of urgency is there on the offensive side. You know, you have many plays in that playbook. I think they need to try a few different ones here in the second half. Good job of the defensive line standing in there and fighting, and they hold the running back to a short gain.
The Rams will take the snap from the 30. Tavon Austin the target. Smith there to take him down.
The Rams that time, they can't get big yards, but the throw and catch picks up a few, and this third down's much easier with this situation.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Nick Foles from the shotgun. Austin has the catch. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
Well, I think we all know the situation here. It's a close game in the second half, and you're losing, but you pick up a first down. Oh, my gosh, that opens up many more possibilities, what you can do on the offensive side. Good job by the offense.
Foles is completion percentage, 50% on the day.
Well, they complete the pass, Jim, but doesn't get the first down. Sooner or later, you got to throw one down the field.
Foles has got it in the gun. Can't hold on here as this goes incomplete.
Got to give this secondary credit. In this passing league now, it's hard to make plays, but a good play there and another incomplete pass.
The Vikings defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Jarring hit that time. Knocks the ball free.
Well, they always say if you get your hands on the football, you got to make the catch. Yeah, right. The guy that made that rule up wasn't getting hit as he was trying to catch the football. Nice hit that time by the defender.
Coverage team won't get a chance this time as it bounces into the end zone. The Vikings at the line of scrimmage with their set of receivers in a bunch formation. It's a 2 tight end formation. First down at the 20. Over the middle and incomplete that time.
That incompletion by the quarterback, hey, I give the quarterback no fault. That was just tremendous coverage by the secondary player. He's in position and able to make the football be incomplete.
Launching it deep. And intercepted.
Nice job. the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
The Rams didn't get much out of that last drive, so now here they come again on offense. I'm sure they're going to be a little bit more of an urgency to the offense this time.
Well, I'll just leave this to you, Jim Nance. I sure hope so. After that last drive, that was just too generic, wasn't very well thought out, and they got to change what they're doing on the offensive side.
Got to give that defense a little credit, though, don't you?
Well, yeah, the defense did its job, but man, that was pretty easy.
The Rams take it from the 38. They run the counter play. Picked up a couple that time.
This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times. When we saw it that time, and they stopped the play for a short gain.
The Rams snap it at the 36. It's Mason with the catch.
The Rams, good job that time moving the chains, picking up that first down. And, Jim, of course, there's no time to panic in a situation like this. I think they know that. It's in the second half. You're down just a few points. Just keep looking for ways to get another first down, and that'll serve your team well.
Next play comes from the 30. Second down and 10. Gurley's going to secure the handoff.
Tough situation you found yourself in. Third and long, you're losing the football game. There are not many plays here that are going to pick up the first down. So be careful here. Don't be too aggressive. If you're too aggressive, you will make a mistake.
Loss of 3 on the play. On the way, third down. Bowles takes it from the gun. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with 2 hands. We head to the 4th. Which of these defenses will crack first? We'll be back after this. We enter the 4th quarter, a very closely contested defensive battle. And Phil, these offenses been held in check all day long. What might be the mindset right now going into the last quarter?
I think that, when you have a game like this, it's low scoring going into the 4th quarter and it's close, you've got to be on the offensive side very careful. Make sure you don't take chances where you make a mistake and you can end the game for your team with that mistake.
Handoff out of the I formation. He's averaging right around 7 yards per carry on the game.
I think we heard this all week long, didn't we, Jim? They wanted to be aggressive in this football game, and they're calling the plays and managing of the game, but you're losing. It's close. You go for it on fourth down. That's a lot to try to overcome.
The Vikings offense has been nowhere in sight here for quite a while. 3 consecutive drives that have come away empty. What about it, Phil?
That is the old phrase, MIA. They are definitely missing in action because there's no action on the offensive side. It's time for the quarterback to call the right plays and help his team out and get this thing moving.
Play clock's running down. Delay of game will cost them 5.
Delay of game, offense. Still first down.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. 1st and 15. Bridgewater's going to take off with it. Aaron Donald with the sack.
So many ways to overcome your quarterback getting hit and sacked. Throw the football quicker, keep the tight end and running backs in. If you do that, he'll have time to throw it down the field.
2nd and long. Incomplete as he was looking short.
When it's 3rd and long on the offensive side, you have very few choices on how to pick up a first down. Call one of them and see if you get lucky and see if it works.
3rd down following the incompletion. Let's go. Surveys. He's in the clear. The 10. Nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown.
Well, when you catch the football and you get open, I'll tell you what happens. The coach starts calling plays to come your way. The quarterback starts looking for you. And how about that? Another touchdown for this wide receiver here today.
Bridgewater's now going to leave the pocket and tuck it under.
They wanted more excitement, more tension, more decision-making. It's the second guess in the NFL. And now they're going to have it. This 2-point conversion. More teams are going to do it because they don't want to kick the extra point from the 15-yard line.
And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Rams set to take over here on offense, partner, and this team has to have a little chip on the shoulder right now after going for it on 4th down last time deep in the opponent's territory.
Yeah, I hope they have a chip on their shoulders because the defense just flat out whipped them. That's why they didn't get that 4th down attempt. You got to be tougher if you want to pick up 4th down situations.
I know there are a lot of people right now still wondering why didn't they just kick the football and go for the 3.
Well, when you start listening to the fans, next thing you know, Jim, you're sitting next to them. So you got to do what you think is right. That's what the coach did. I do not disagree with what he did.
The Rams snap it at the 26. Out to Cook. Tackles made, and the first down is picked up.
Well, when you're down a couple scores in the second half, you're just looking for some positives and trying to get some momentum on your side. So that first down by the offense, maybe that'll give them some confidence, and we'll see where they can go with it from here.
Brian Quick has the catch. Gain 13.
That's a really good throw and catch, and they get the first down. Jim, that's what you want to do. Pick up that first down. Now you give your offense 3 more opportunities.
Foles has now completed 4 in a row. Cooks there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it. That's his 3rd catch of the day.
I don't know what the answer is when it comes to guard these tight ends now. There's just not much you can do. I'll tell you the best way to stop the tight end, rush the quarterback.
First down, pressure on every snap now. The Rams will take the snap from the 35. Incomplete. The hit jarred the ball loose.
Austin really hit hard that time. And I know the football hit his hands, but when a defender times it perfectly like that, with that much power and speed going into that receiver, you are going to let that football go. That's human nature. Really good job by the defensive player.
The Rams will take the snap from the 35. It's complete to Todd Gurley. Gurley's met at the 30. A critical moment in this game as it's third down.
If you think you can get a playoff quickly and not use a timeout, you go with a hurry-up offense. That time, a good job by the coach and the quarterback.
That's a third down conversion, a rare sight so far today.
When you get down in the red zone, the offensive coordinator's got to call a play that deceives the defense. Let's see if he can do it. His team is down. He needs a big play here.
Second down, late in the fourth quarter. Timeout won't be used here. They'll go to the hurry. 2nd and 4. And this is dropped.
When you see a receiver drop a pass, it does go through the quarterback's mind. Well, he's a good player, and I want to keep his confidence level up, and I want to keep him into the game. So when you get a chance, you throw him another football so he can make that catch and get right back in with it.
Makes the grab. Touchdown.
Nice throw by the quarterback.
And we're going to have a stoppage here because the booth wants to have a look at this potential touchdown.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Every touchdown is reviewed, and now confirmation the touchdown will stand. The Rams lined up for the extra point. He made it. The Rams hoping to recover now, an onside kick. Cover the onside kick to have any chance, and they do just that.
Yeah, that football, it can take some crazy bounces, and that time it took a crazy one for the offense, and what a job recovering.
The Vikings defense now is going to go nickel. Now 1st and 10. And it's swatted away. The Rams have saved all 3 of their timeouts for here in the fourth quarter. 2nd and 10. Britt's got the catch and the first. That's reception number 4 for him.
You know, you go to the hurry-up offense so you can get a high number of plays in, but also you don't want to use the timeout.
False start, offense.
This will be the offense's 12th play of the drive. Bowles will take it from the gun. Launches it down the field. Pulls it in. Now on 1st down. Every snap crucial the rest of the way. Going to the hurry-up. Under a minute to go here. No margin for error from just outside the goal line. Gurley has the good catch. Barnes able to read that play and make the hit. This is the 14th play of this series. Big play coming. Defense looking for a stop. 2nd and goal from the 10. Griffin takes him down. The Rams come to the line, fourth quarter, with 2 timeouts remaining.
Managing that clock, such a big deal in the NFL. That's why they're hurrying up. Don't use that timeout. Keep those timeouts because that is going to maybe give you a chance to win the game.
And that's a gain of 13. The Vikings signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining. They'll go for it on 4th down. Late stages. Bowles going to take the snap from the shotgun. intercepted. It was a close one, and at the final whistle, what a win.